Hello everyone, and welcome to MMORPG.com's The List. I'm your host Rob. This week's list is Top 5 Things We Want from MMOs in 2015. It was written by David Jagno. Number 5. Stable game launches. Yeah, MMOs are always going to have less than ideal launches. It's not as easy as walking to your local retailer of choice, buying a disc, and plopping it into your machine. Even if that is what you choose to do, there are patches, network issues, lag, connection concerns, server overloads, and a billion other things that always seem to go wrong during launch month. Unfortunately, it's gotten to the point that it seems like games aren't even ready to play these days until at least a month after the official launch date. Everything from ArcAge, Elder Scrolls Online, and Worlds of Draenor had launch woes in some shape or form. Some are worse than others, but the fact remains that we've yet to reach the era of stable game launches. Will that begin in 2015? Probably not, but we can at least hope. Number 4. Focus on content. The secret sauce that keeps you logging into your favorite MMO isn't that flashy new feature or the new armor skins they released. It's the content. Having engaging and entertaining things to do in a game is more important than anything else. What we'd love to see is a refocusing for game developers to be less about the sizzle and more about the steak. We'll take fewer features for better quests or less grinding for bigger zones. If my options for progression consist of playing the same things that would have been available since the game launched over 2 years ago, looking at you Guild Wars 2, then there's a problem. Keep releasing new and fun content. That's how you keep people playing your game. Number 3. Deliver on promises. It seems like more than anything, 2014 was the year of broken promises for the industry. Whether it be the still absent The Elder Scrolls Online console version, Destiny feeling more like an MMO, Shadow of Revan making the Old Republic worth playing again, or any of the other various promises we were hoping to see fulfilled, everything fell short. WildStar was far from the dominant new subscription game it was supposed to be, and even the existing MMOs out there failed to deliver. Hopefully in 2015, Landmark will grow into its own and finally get out from behind Next Shadow, and fingers crossed here, we will finally get to see and play something definitive in regards to EverQuest Next itself. There are lots of big things possibly coming next year, so hopefully more than anything, developers can at least deliver on the things that they've promised to deliver. That would already be a huge improvement. Number 2. Avoid gimmicks. The word gimmick is so hard to define. What one person considers a gimmick, another person might consider a revolution in game design. I know I've been on the later side of the situation a few times myself, but overall, shallow gimmicks are pretty easy to spot. For example, not every game has to be the next great sandbox, and it's a trend that just isn't sustainable. Furthermore, the obsession with action combat, Kill 10 Rats questing, and more open sandbox design are all trends that are in most cases moving the industry backwards. Instead of promoting buzzwords and shallow gimmicks to draw in players, I'd rather see developers invest resources into creating something actually unique. Hints of greatness have been experienced across the genre. What works in World of Warcraft may not work in Guild Wars 2, and what works in the Elder Scrolls Online probably won't work in WildStar. Developers should take a step back and try to focus on what can make their games better, not what could better sell their games. Number 1. Bring back adventure. This list about things we miss from old school MMOs does a great job of expanding upon the points I want to make here. It all boils down to the fact that MMOs in today's markets are all about accessibility. They're so focused on being approachable and easy to pick up and play that they lose what made them so special to begin with. Maybe part of that is due to the fact that the MMO isn't a new concept anymore. Maybe it's that gamers aren't as proactive and invested in self-discovery, or maybe it's just better game design. Whatever it is, I feel the sense of adventure is lost in most modern MMOs. Games like Guild Wars 2 have done a good job of rewarding you for your exploration and intrigue. Games like ArcAge have given you good reasons to embark on grand adventures within the game itself. If you go a step further and look at stuff like Minecraft or Trove or even Darkfall, we can see hints of player-made journeys, but so much of that is due to the creativity on the part of the player rather than design divergence by the developers. Let us explore things that seem to be out of reach, hide caves and treasure chests in areas they shouldn't be, require us to explore areas on our own without the guidance of our interface. Think outside the box. That's what MMOs need right now. Creativity and originality, not the same old theme park and sandbox game designs.